This one still sits like a weight in my chest. I can replay the exact moment everything in my life tilted sideways. My phone buzzed on the kitchen counter, and when I glanced over, her name lit up the screen. Leia, my wife of 7 years. The person I honestly believed I knew better than anyone else. Her message stopped me cold. Going on a trip with my boss. Don't wait up. At first I let out this strange little laugh, thinking she was messing with me again. Leia had a habit of sending random, playful texts just to throw me off. But this one was different. Short, flat, completely unlike her. Within 10 minutes, a knot formed in my stomach that I couldn't ignore. That was the moment everything started slipping. One bad sign leading straight into another. We met in college. She was this spark of energy, bright eyes, wild curls, a laugh that carried across any room. I was quiet, awkward, always trying to stay out of the way. Somehow we fit together anyway. Our relationship settled into something steady, calm, predictable. I liked that. I liked believing I understood every part of her. That text cracked that illusion wide open. I called. No answer. I texted. Are you okay? Where exactly are you going? Still nothing. Time crawled until an unfamiliar number appeared on my screen. Theo, stop looking for her. She's about to make a big mistake. My stomach dropped. Leia guarded her privacy. She never gave out her number. The message felt cold and deliberate, like someone watching from the outside. I tried convincing myself I was overreacting. Maybe it really was just a last-minute work thing. I made some coffee, sat at the kitchen table, tried to shake off the dread. When she finally came home that night, something in the house felt wrong, like the air itself had shifted. She barely said a word. Her hair was smoothed back, her eyes darted away from mine. I forced myself to act normal. How was the trip? She looked at me for a split second and said, Theo, I think we need some space. I froze. Space? After a single day? The words hit me like a door slamming in my face. Every instinct in me wanted to demand an explanation, to fall apart, to yell. But the part of me still hopelessly in love with her kept me quiet. I just nodded and acted like I understood. The following days blurred together. She moved through the house like everything was fine, cooking, smiling occasionally, but there was a wall between us. She clutched her phone constantly, whispering into it, grinning at messages I never saw. My gut wouldn't shut up. One night, I opened her laptop. What I saw made me feel physically ill. There were hundreds of emails, secret conversations, hidden plans between her and her boss, Mr. Darcy. And none of it was professional. They were flirty, intimate, unmistakable. The trip she mentioned wasn't business at all. It was a carefully arranged escape for the two of them. I didn't confront her immediately. I needed to know everything before I spoke. Over the next week, I gathered proof. Hotel confirmations, message threads, reservations. Everything I needed to understand the truth I had been hoping wasn't real. The woman I had trusted completely had built a betrayal so deliberate, so thorough, it didn't feel like something that could happen in real life. It wasn't just an affair. It was something colder. Something planned. It wasn't just what she did, it was the planning behind it. The way she convinced me everything was fine while secretly preparing the moment she'd tear our life apart. When the truth hit, it felt like being struck hard and unexpectedly. I realized I'd been sharing a home with someone I didn't truly know. The day everything shattered, I got off work early. Something in me felt unsettled. When I got to the house, the front door was cracked open. I stepped inside, and there they were, Leia and Mr. Darcy, caught red-handed. They froze, and so did I. The only sound in the room was the low hum of the air conditioner. I didn't shout or break down. I couldn't. I just stood there, my heart pounding while my mind spun in 100 directions. I grabbed my coat and keys and walked out before the weight of it crushed me. Within minutes, I had called my lawyer, my sister Mara, and my closest friend, Hugo. Everything after that happened quickly, deliberately, and with a kind of cold clarity. She had crossed a line that couldn't be undone. When I came back later, the place felt empty. She was gone, and he was gone. But she left a note. You never understood me, Theo. You never have. I held that slip of paper with shaking hands, not out of fear, but a mix of heartbreak, fury, and a sudden understanding. The woman I had married no longer existed. In her place was someone who had used me to build a fiction. The fallout was immediate, emotionally, financially, legally. She didn't expect me to stand my ground, but I did. I filed for separation, secured every account, and changed every password. My friends and family stood with me without hesitation. Her world, on the other hand, collapsed. Word of the affair spread. Her job suffered. Her reputation burned. And the man she gambled everything on disappeared as soon as things got complicated. Weeks passed. Slowly, I began piecing myself back together. The betrayal still clung to the walls of the house, but each day the weight on my chest lifted just a little. I rediscovered hobbies I'd let slip away. Spent time with the people who truly cared. Eventually, I started dating again, carefully, honestly, with a better understanding of myself. The lesson was harsh but clear. Trust can fall apart in an instant. Rebuilding yourself takes time, but it makes you stronger. Leia's choice to lie, manipulate, and betray destroyed the life she claimed to care about. But in the wreckage, it pushed me towards something invaluable, self-respect. Standing up for myself wasn't about getting back at her. It was about staying alive inside my own skin. Now, when I look in the mirror, I don't see someone broken. I see someone who survived. Someone who learned that love means nothing without respect, and that every lie eventually demands a price. Sometimes the deepest pain isn't just heartbreak, it's the moment that finally frees you. Standing in the quiet, I could breathe again. Her decisions ruined her own world, but they handed me something I never should have lost: clarity, strength, and a future without deception.